So we move forward to lap number 68. Boston still has the lead.
Justin Boston chasing that big old hamburger that's on the hood of the 31 car. He's got a lot of incentive if he's hungry, and he is hungry. He's running up front and doing right well in his rookie year here in the Pro Cup Series. Right now he's under attack with Clay Rogers in the 54 right on his rear bumper.
Yes, after the caution flag, they're all stacked up right there, having a battle. Not too much side-by-side action, but that'll change in just a minute. Like right now, 3 of them.
J.P. Morgan, that 23 car, is being pressured by Woody Howard in the 55. This is Howard's second start in 2009. He's a former Rookie of the Year here in the Pro Cup Series with 5 wins, and he's marched his way up into the top 10 from a deep starting position. Joe Gaeta also on the challenge in that Speedco 11 car, and around goes Drew Herring right in front of the field. Jeff Angle, oh, big problem over in turn 3.
And well, that brought out the red flag because we left one car on top of the other one. Obviously no injury there because of the way these cars are built.
Jeff Agnew in the 73 was struck by the 1 car. Brett Butler, let's look at it once again. Gator and Bigley side by side behind them. Bobby Gill gets into the back of Herring. Herring swaps ends, tries to save it, slides up the racetrack. Agnew gets stopped, but here comes Butler. Boom, right into the back and up and over and on top of Drew Herring's number 22.
Let's go on board, look at it one more time with our Wicks Filters on board camera, which is on Bobby Gill's car.
You can see the 22 of Herring got into the left rear quarter panel of Bigley. That may have slowed him up just a little bit. Gill got a piece of it. Everything went haywire in turn 3.
Well, no one is injured. Now, they have to go to the ambulance and be checked out. And they're not really wanting to do that because one guy wants to get back in this race.
That would be Drew Herring.
There's the damage done when the 73 got up on that rear bodywork. Team owner Ricky Benton in there helping out too as they try to peel away the composite bodywork and the tin to get the 22 ready to come back on the racetrack.
Welcome back to beautiful Hampton, Virginia, as we continue our coverage of the Hampton, Virginia Honor Flight 250. Moving ahead now to lap number 85, and look who's in the lead.
Clay Rogers during the pit stops during our last break stays on the racetrack as we go on board with the Aaron's onboard camera with Clay Rogers, your leader in car number 54.
We're trying a little bit different strategy now, and if you kind of look around here, I'm looking at the radar, there's a big cloud floating around here, so either two things, either it's going to make it to halfway and they're going to cause this thing, or I'd say probably about lap 180 I'm going to get the tires.
Well, lap number 94, and it still hasn't happened, but look at the sky. It is cloudy. Remember, it rained yesterday.
It was terrible rain yesterday. A lot of storms coming through. Big front from the north, and the remnants of Bill off to our east. Around goes Drew Herring once again. All that bodywork removed from the car. He has a clean shot looking to the right side of his car of the 17 of Oakley, getting on the brakes and not making contact.
Moving forward to lap number 97 now. Clay Rogers still in the lead.
Give a call to J.P. Morgan, the 23 car riding second, and the 55 of Woody Howard in that third position. Just a couple of strong runs going here today. Howard was a contender last time we were here in Hampton, Virginia. Runs here on a regular basis in the late model stocks.
As that sky continues to cloud up, remember, these crew chiefs have to think about who could be leading the race when they stop it. We're up to lap 121 out of 250.
Here's a battle between Bobby Gill on the outside in the 06 and on the inside the 75 of Caleb Holman. Your Heritage Truck Center TV update. Our next race will be a championship series race number 1, the Concord 250 from Concord, North Carolina on September 13th. Our next race date, the BF Goodrich race date, Iowa Speedway on September the 19th.
Let's go on board now with the Wicks Filters on board camera and Bobby Gill.
Bobby Gill deeper in the field. You see him riding behind the Heritage Truck Center 22 of Derek Cale, but to his inside comes the 75 of Caleb Holman. Holman's going to get the spot, slide around just a little bit in turns 1 and 2. One car slow, Joe Gaeta, the Chick-fil-A Speedco 11 car. Looks like he may be intending to go behind the wall.
Yeah, I think he has some problems. They're scooping up something right there. That
is actually a muffler. We do use mufflers in the Pro Cup Series to keep the noise levels down just a little bit.
Many racers going to take advantage of the caution. Our Rick Benjamin is there.
Well, the Food Country USA crew brings the 75 onto pit road. They're going to put right side tires on, probably go for 4. Brandon Ward's team a little further down pit road, and Bobby Gill's team, the Lamont Robinson bunch, putting tires on the USG Sheetrock 06 car, a couple of the championship contenders. John Gibson is away. Left side tires now going on Caleb Holman's machine, the 75. Justin Boston in the 31, who led laps earlier, also getting fresh tires. But the CNC Boiler team, they're keeping the 54 of Clay Rogers out on the racetrack. They're not going to bring him to pit road. They're ready with tires. It looks like they're going to leave him out there with 117 laps to go.
Clay Rogers riding behind that Fathead Sunglasses pace car as we go back to green on lap 136.
Moving forward now to lap 145, Woody Howard starting to move up. He started 21st. He's now in third, the 55 car you see there on the inside.
He looks like he's going to get the mark on the 23 J.P. Morgan. Morgan's car just pushed up bad down in turn 1, and Woody Howard's going to take over second. Here comes Matt Lofton in the Strutmasters.com 07 car.
And remember, Rogers stayed out. He did not take tires.
Lofton and Morgan side by side. These two teams have really stepped up over the last several races. Lofton takes over third, Morgan back to fourth, and Ranzone rounds out your top 5. Looking at the nose of the 07 of Matt Lofton. Remember, he made contact with the back of Derek Cale several cautions ago down in turn 1. And there's some contact. A little rough ride, and as they work through the corner, it is Boston getting rooted up out of the way by Brandon Ward, the most recent winner, and we've got a problem in turn 3.
Another caution flag, 2 of them on the wall.
Looks like that would be Wally Smith and the 28 and the 17 of Jeff Oakley.
So who comes into pit? It's going to be Rogers.
BF Goodrich G-Force radials on the right side of Clay Rogers' CNC Boiler car, and a chassis adjustment upcoming for Clay Rogers.
Well, I'll tell you, the psychology of these crew chiefs is playing a very important role right here. Rogers stayed out, did not lose the lead. Now he takes on rubber.
Track position, very important. They put on BF Goodrich G-Force radials all the way around on the 54 of Rogers. We'll see how it plays out.